Hi, welcome to Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters.
Great. Today we have with us Miss Annie Sinha, who works as an educator at Embassy Academy, which is located in Bengaluru. To get to know more details about the school, let's have a conversation with her. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
As you work as an English and computer science educator for grades from 6th to 8th, can you talk us about what made you to choose these two subjects in particular, and how do you balance both the subjects to give your best while you teach?
Well, computer, as we know, that it's related to the logical problem solving. The English is something where we do a lot of creative expressing or expressions are involved. These two combination has brought me into both the fields. My love, my passion for the two subjects. I feel that these two subjects go hand in hand. And in today's era, in today's environment, children are more tend towards using a lot of technology. Language creates a lot of interest in them. So these two help them in their expertise or in their growth.
Got it, ma'am. So with over 8 years of experience and a focus on students with learning disabilities, how do you modify your teaching technique to cater to students who may have different learning needs, especially in subjects like computer science and English?
Basically, what happens is, as we all know, that we have different types of learners with us. So we need to actually cater to their needs. That's first thing which we have to look as an educator. We have to give multimodal instructions, visuals, audios, a lot of hands-on or kinesthetic style of learning. Embassy Academy, we even focus on experiential learning. So where they get a lot of hands-on activities are done through visuals, through audio. So for example, if I have to teach them any particular chapter, so I would prefer teaching through visuals so that my learners who learn better way or who are the visual learners learn it through by looking at the videos. I ask them to focus in the textbook so that when required, I may pause in between and I can ask them that now you can continue from where I have paused. So this brings a lot of focus within the classroom. And yes, of course, when we talk about different learning needs, people have their own ideas. They are very creative. It's just that we have to bring it to the reality or to the classroom.
Got it, ma'am. Wherever you look at, you can see AI everywhere. So how do you introduce AI concepts to students in a way that it is engaging and also accessible? And what do you think the kind of role AI will play in future education?
We all are using AI at home now. It has been a part of us. All thanks to pandemic, because in pandemic, we started using a lot of internet. AI became a part of our life. And when I teach AI to students, basically these examples, these real life examples, helps me in connecting them with artificial intelligence. Like plus when you're traveling, so we use GPS. And then from there, I expand my classroom where they get more knowledge about AI and they go deep into AI. In EA, we also have this integrated learning. We integrate it with various subjects, like, for example, science. When we are talking about artificial intelligence, it's related to the brain and similar brain-like structure, right, which is called as a neural network. So over there, they get lot of interest in knowing more deep about AI. I think for your second question, like how AI will play in the future for education, I would say it's of course very important. It is important, and not just future and present as well. We require AI. It has somewhere, reduced teachers' work of teaching in the class. So our teaching style has changed, which has totally changed our teaching learning process. It has become more fun learning, more experiential learning.
Got it, ma'am. As you know, reading habit is really important to learn language like English. So how do you foster a love for reading among students, and how do you encourage them to explore books beyond their curriculum?
We offer student choice in reading. So like beyond the curriculum, we have NI newspapers. So every morning they are given these NI newspaper, which has beautiful articles and columns, crosswords, a lot of things are there. Actually, inculcate this reading habit. So if in case they have the free period, we ask them to read any of the articles or maybe search for any specific word. So now this, of course, when they have to search for any specific word, what will happen is they'll read the whole article. They'll try to understand the whole article. That's one thing. Then we have English Club. where we teach them how to pronounce any words. So when we started with English Club, the first session that we took was on syllabication, which helped them in pronouncing any words. So this can always help them in dictation. This can help them in reading and enhancing their vocabulary skills. Apart from that, there's something called Books in Embassy Academy. We encourage our young mindsets or the readers and the writers to write the books of their own interesting genres, and they can publish it. They have this beautiful platform basically, and it's again so beautifully designed where they can type in and they can publish. They can even share it with others, where they have this option of selling out their books, and later on they provide them with the medals. So again, interest in reading, interest in writing towards the language, that is there. Plus experiential learning, as I told in my previous questions as well. So we don't just confine ourselves within classrooms learning. We take them out. So if it's a role play, we take them out, and we have this role play even in our school's amphitheater, where they learn with the nature, where they learn things so prominently. We also have International Spell Bee. So again, for that, we help them in learning spelling. So as we have English Club, we also have something called the Cambridge examinations. So, nothing is just at certain level. We started from pre-primary level. So we believe in Embassy, we basically believe that the child learns, or the learning process starts from very early age.
Got it, ma'am. Can you talk about what kind of advice would you give to parents on how they can actually support their child's learning in computer science and also in English at home, especially in this rapidly evolving subjects?
Not just as a teacher, but even as a mother of two, I would like to suggest all the parents out there, spend some quality time with your kids. Of course, we all are working, and we are working for kids, but then, taking time with them, for them, and spending quality time with them is more important. Listening to them, because our kids are, full of knowledge. They are very curious to know everything. But if we are not around, they may end up learning something which is not beneficial for them. They may learn it from some wrong sources, maybe. And as you know, that internet does not provide everything correct. So start reading newspapers with them. Okay. You can sit with them, help them in reading newspapers. They can sit with a pencil, underline the tough words, can make their own dictionary at home by writing those words, syllabication, what they have learned in English Club, and then they can write the meaning. So, of course, when they are finding the meaning, better find it from the dictionary. Because now, if you see, everything has become so technology-based that children have stopped using dictionary. So, we are somewhere getting away from the natural way of learning, especially the beautiful languages like English. So I especially prefer using dictionary even at home. So this is about English. So it again depends. Like when you're watching any movie with them, you can ask later on what value that movie had once the movie gets over. So that now here what happens is learning process is taking place.
Yeah.
So these things can help them in learning process. Coming on to technology, AI, they know they are way ahead of us when it comes to using any applications. So you can sit with them, have a role play, like make them your teacher, you be the children, and then, ask them to teach you those softwares or those applications. And you'll see how beautifully they are, they love to teach you that. So here, what is happening? You're bonding with them. If, say, suppose if they are telling you that, okay, this is how you can clear your history. Now, the question you may ask them that, why do you need to clear your history? So these things, so here you are actually interacting with your child. You know your child, you're bonding, you're developing a bond with your child.
Ma'am, as we know, AI has got its own advantages. At the same time, if we are misusing it, it has got its own ripple effects as well. So what kind of advice or precautions should parents take to ensure that their children engage with AI safely and responsibly?
As a teacher, first thing, I always tell my students that don't think by clearing your history, you're done. You're not done, because you have shared your data on the internet, and internet is reading you. It is reading each and everything. You need to first thing ensure that you have enabled all the safety measures. You've just disabled anything which is not in the interest of children, and you have enabled all the features to protect your child from internet phishing. You can protect your child from any unethical things which goes on internet. One of the students came to me and told me that they have just recently seen a video, Mr. Elon Musk, saying that nothing is safe on internet. Boy was very much interested to know that how is it possible our voice is getting cloned? So, and how it can be misused. So I think now this is the time, as a parent, as a teacher, we all need to be, aligned together to teach our children the basic ethics of internet, that what all things they need to share, how they need to be on internet, which is called netiquettes. Your etiquette even on internet is equally important. You cannot just be posting anything. So please spend time, see what your child is watching on internet. What are they doing when they are using your Instagram account, right? Teach them that they cannot accept any random friend request just because the person is looking very beautiful or maybe has posted. When you're sharing your data, be very, very careful. What all data are you sharing? Never share your bank account details on internet. Otherwise, you never know what can happen. If you feel that your child can understand at this age, please sit with them, show them certain videos where they understand how this is not just a pros, but even cons are there related with the technology. Okay, parental lock is required. Please lock, so that child knows that they have been given the smartwatch only to get tracked. Parents will make a call. So these things has to be taken care as a parent in today's generation. It's very important.
Thank you for joining and sharing some of the great insights about computer science and also English and also in embassy in particular.
Thank you so much.